chemical reactions and equations. Oxidation and reduction. Let us see what happens when copper powder is heated and then hydrogen gas is passed over it. When the copper powder is heated, the color of the copper powder is changed, and then when the hydrogen gas is passed, it regains its color. Why does this happen? The surface of copper powder becomes coated. The surface of the copper powder becomes coated with black copper oxide. This is because oxygen is added to copper and copper oxide is formed when copper powder is heated. That is, the reaction would be copper when reacts with oxygen gives rise to copper oxide. And to the same mixture, when hydrogen gas is passed over this heated material, that is copper oxide, the black coating on the surface turns brown as the reverse reaction takes place. Thereby, the copper is obtained. That is, copper oxide with hydrogen gas when heated gives rise to copper plus water. If a substance gains oxygen during a reaction, it is said to be oxidized. If a substance loses oxygen during a reaction, it is said to be reduced. If one reactant gets oxidized while the other gets reduced during a reaction, such reactions are called oxidation-reduction reactions or redox reactions. That is, for example, initially, when copper oxide plus hydrogen gas is heated, it gave rise to copper plus water, and vice versa. Some other examples of redox reactions are zinc oxide, when combined with carbon, gives rise to zinc plus carbon oxide. Few other examples of redox reaction are zinc oxide plus carbon gives rise to zinc plus carbon oxide. Here, zinc gets reduced because zinc oxide gets reduced to zinc. And here, carbon gets oxidized to carbon monoxide. Therefore, zinc gets reduced and carbon gets oxidized. Such reactions are called redox reactions. Similarly, manganese oxide plus hydrochloric acid gives rise to manganese chloride and water and chloride. Here, manganese is reduced, hydrogen is oxidized, and chlorine is released. This is also an example of redox reaction or oxidation-reduction reaction. From the above examples, we can say that if a substance gains oxygen or loses hydrogen during a reaction, it is oxidized. If a substance loses oxygen or gains hydrogen during a reaction, it is called reduced or reduction. Effects of oxidation reactions in everyday life. Corrosion. What is corrosion? For example, the iron particles are shiny when new, but gets coated with a reddish brown powder when left for some time. This process is commonly known as rusting of iron, and the process is known as corrosion. The green color of the coating formed on copper and black color coating formed on silver are also corrosions. That is, when a metal is attacked by substances such as moisture, acids, etc., it is said to corrode, or this process is called corrosion. Iron gets rusted. Copper changes its color. It gets a green colored coating on its surface, and silver gets a black coating. Such reactions are called corrosion. Rancidity. When fats and oils are oxidized, they become rancid, and their smell and taste changes. For example, when bread is kept for many days, the smell and taste changes. Thereby, we can say the food has become rancid. There are many ways we prevent oxidation or the rancidity of foods. For example, we add antioxidants to our foods containing fats and oil. For example, salt. Keeping food in airtight containers helps in slowdown of oxidation and reduces rancidity. The chips manufacturers usually flush bags of chips with gas such as nitrogen to prevent the chips from getting oxidized.